Hi, the case for today is ADM Jabalpur versus Shivkant Shukla, AIR 1976, also known as habeas corpus case. Background: the election of Srimati Indira Gandhi to the Lok Sabha was brought to the attention of the Allahabad High Court. The Allahabad High Court declared her election null and void as she indulged in malpractices. She was also barred from contesting elections or hold her office for the next 6 years by the Allahabad High Court. Srimati Indira Gandhi appealed to the Supreme Court of India and was granted a conditional stay. In order to regain the power she was deprived of by the judgment, she decided to invoke the Constitution and declare an emergency on June 26, 1975. On the very next day, that is 27th of June 1975, the President made a declaration under Article 359, Clause 1, whereby no person, including foreigners, could not move to the court to enforce Article 14, right to equality, Article 21, right to life and personal liberty, and Article 22, protection against detention in certain cases. All proceedings pending in any court for the enforcement of the fundamental rights under Article 14, Article 21, and Article 22 shall remain suspended during emergency. As soon as these provisions of the Constitution were invoked, several persons like Atal Bihari Vajpayee, Jayaprakash Narayan, and Morarji Desai were arrested under the MISA Act 1971, which provided for custody without any. Many people arrested under MISA Act 1971 approached various high courts like Allahabad High Court, Bombay High Court, Delhi High Court, Karnataka High Court, Madhya Pradesh High Court, Punjab High Court, and Rajasthan High Court to challenge their detentions. Shivkant Shukla was one of the detainees. ADM Jabalpur was of Madhya Pradesh High Court held that even though Article 359 suspended enforcement of Article 14, Article 21, and Article 22, but High Courts were entitled to examine the order of the detention and see whether the orders were malified or based on irrelevant material. Thus, the High Court said that Article 359 may suspend Articles 14, 21, and 22, but the detention orders could be set aside if they were contrary to the provisions of the MISA Act 1971. The government became concerned with these High Court's order and approached to the Supreme Court of India in the case of ADM Jabalpur versus Shivkant Shukla. Now coming to the issues. Issue number 1, is it valid to file a petition under Article 226 in the High Court to enforce the right to personal liberty while an emergency has been declared under Article 352, Clause 1 of the Constitution of India? Issue number 2, what is the scope of judicial scrutiny in light of the presidential order if such a petition is maintainable? There were 5 judges: Chief Justice A.N. Ray, Justice H.R. Khanna, Justice M.H. Beg, Justice P.N. Bhagwati, and Justice Y.V. Chandrachud. In a ratio of 4:1, the judgment was given. Of the judges were in favor of the right to personal liberty guaranteed under Article 21 of the Constitution of India being suspended by a presidential order. The detainees cannot challenge the legality of their detentions. Article 359 prohibits personal freedom from being restored despite the emergency being over. The President's power under Article 352, Clause 1 and Article 359, Clause 1 of the Constitution of India cannot be challenged in any court. 4 of the judges of the Supreme Court of India declared Section 16, Clause 9 of the Maintenance of Internal Security Act 1971 to be not unconstitutional. However, Justice H.R. Khanna had a dissenting opinion. He argued that the right to life and personal liberty under Article 21 is inviolable and cannot be suspended even during an emergency. He pointed out that any law or order that violated this fundamental right is unconstitutional. Post decision, after the emergency ended, the 44th Amendment Act of 1978 amended the Indian Constitution. This amendment introduced specific prohibitions. It stated that the rights of Article 20, protection for convictions for offences, and Article 21, protection of life and personal liberty, cannot be suspended during an emergency. Thank you.